What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Supreme Nerds podcast on Supreme Nerds TV. Today we are going over season 2, episode 3 of Loki. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe for your chance to be entered in a PS5 giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. So GECKO, please tell us what you thought about this episode, good sir. I'm dying to hear about if this is the Kang that you wanted to see so badly in our last episode.
Um, I'm just gonna start with this. Um, it's a good episode. It was a good episode. I still gonna have to give it a 8, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is the episode you start the season with, or worst case scenario, this is episode 2. I just feel like right now they're opening more paths and bringing more questions to the table. Like now, Ramona Renslayer goes to the end of time with Miss Minute because Miss Minute is going kind of cuckoo and is in love with Kang, um, which is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It was funny. There was some funny parts there where, like, when she turned to like that funny Miss Minute turned to like that big monster, like that. I thought that was funny, and I had fun with the episode. But I just feel like this episode is a little too late. I feel like worst case you make this episode 2. Worst case, this is best case scenario. This is episode 1. To be honest, I feel like this is how you had to start the season. I'm pretty sure if my fellow nerd Tony was here, he would say the same thing. Because I feel like even though the episode was good, I feel like it's a little too late because right now you're just as giving us more questions than answer. And when this shit is happening, I feel like you're not gonna be able to tie it up at the end in the season finale because I think we only got like what 4 more episodes, 3, 4. I don't know how
I
many
think
episodes. I think it's
Tony
six.
always knows this answer. I think it's 6 though.
I think it's 6. So I just feel like because if you see, it really wasn't he who remained right after Sylvie killed them. The way he looked at like he's been there for a while.
For a bit.
And then what did Miss Minute need to tell Renslayer? Like, what did she had to tell him? Like, do you want to know what made you mad, or what did she tell her, or how
Oh,
this?
well, it was something along the lines of, "Do you want like?" She has something about her that she's gonna be really, really, really pissed off about. Do you want to know? All because they turned against her. Well, dude, I would freak out too if this robot from the future that's floating the AI just start talking about being my girlfriend and being all glitchy and mad at me. Like, dude, she was thirsty, dude. Like the whole episode, you just see her just like her like you see Timely and Ravona hitting it off. They're like you can see that like the glimpses of them falling in love with each other, and you just see here Miss Minutes. Oh, and then she like convinces him to throw her off the boat, dude. Like,
And then starts waving at Renslayer like, "I won, bitch." Like it's funny. It's funny. It's funny, and I have to give it to you. It was a very entertaining episode. I'm sorry I cut you off there, bro.
we're
Um,
good. We're good.
but I feel like it was a very entertaining episode, but I just feel like it's a little too late. Like this is how you were supposed to start the season. I'm pretty sure if Tony was here, I have to say he will say yes. This is how you started the season because at the end of the day, we knew this shit was gonna happen because guess what? We
Then the
seen
fucking
um that end credit scene in Ant-Man. So why the fuck you just don't slide it in right there, right? You know, right away. Why'd you made us wait 2 episodes? Like to me, it feels like damn, it's not gonna finish strong this season. And I don't think it's gonna be the worst thing I seen this year, but I think it's just gonna be flat. The landing is gonna be flat. It's not gonna be good.
mm,
I feel like this is how you were supposed to start the season. I honestly enjoyed the episode, so I'm reviewing the episode. Eventually, I'm gonna have to review the season as whole. As of right now, it's a strong A because it was really the episode that we should have got from the get go. This is how you
Mm,
start the season. This is how you actually get us hooked us in, and then it gives you more time to explore more things. Right now, you wasted 2 episodes where you, man, to be honest, this is how you started it, and to me, it feels like, damn, I liked this, but everything leads is leading for it to not end a good way where I'm gonna be like, damn, that was the shit. I feel like a lot of it is gonna be rushed, or they'll probably leave it open for a season 3. I don't know if that's a possibility at the
mm,
moment. I really don't know, but I feel like, to be honest, this is how you started the season, and that's just my opinion. Like I said, it does not. The show right now does not raise the bar, but at the same time, it's not being too bad. Now, eventually I'm gonna have to rate this. I did say last week episode was A, and then the first week's episode was a A, and it just feels like it's a A, but can it go down once you see the whole season as a whole? And I think that's where Sleepy's Matt comes in. Where damn, each episode was a 8, but the season as a whole might be a 6. I'm just saying, people, if you start seeing Sleepy's Matt at the end of this season, don't be surprised because I'm expecting a lot from this show right now. And the fact that you gave us this as episode 3 when this should have been episode 1, or worst case scenario episode 2, I feel like right now you just putting yourself in between a wall, because now I want to know what else you have to say about this. Now we got a Cam variant that went to the TVA, and then we got the He Who Remains Dead, and then Ramona Rainslayer getting there, and Miss Minute trying to tell her something, and then you got Sylvie over here, not quite convinced, still feel like she wants to kill Kang, but she's giving this can a pass, and I honestly don't know. But Sleepy, why'd you give this episode? What do you think?
I I absolutely agree with the 8. Yeah, I've been at a steady coast of an 8 this entire time. Like it doesn't like wow me like Ahsoka does, and that's realistically not their fault because we're expecting Loki to fill the hole that we've had in our TV show. Sorry, to fill the hole we have had in our hearts for a while because the movies are lacking. Like I'm still expecting greatness out of this. If Tony was here, he'd be able to answer a lot of the questions I have. Like, is this Victor Timely comic book accurate? Did he stutter a lot? Did he sell a bunch of prototypes because people were greedy and didn't understand that technology wasn't that advanced yet? Like we can barely power our city, and you think we're gonna be able to power a whole planet right away? Like that's go ahead, boss.
Um, Tony's not here, and he has read more comics, but what I have read from Victor Timely, and like I said, I don't go generations back because remember,
Mhm.
Tony's old school.
Tony's
Where
from the
I
library.
started reading from the 2000s and up. Tony's been reading since the 80s, 70s, I think, if I'm correct. Um, but this is not the Victor Timely from the comics per se, but it's a good um representation of a Victor Timely. To be honest, I like it that the way they doing with Jonathan Majors. I think it was nice. He's not the one from the comics and nothing like that. Um, but it's still a good Victor Timely where I'm not
Okay.
taking no points from that. I feel
Okay.
like, to be honest, I think Jonathan Major's killing it. He
Okay.
acted as the Kang in Ant-Man, and then He Who Remains, and now Victor Timely with his daughter. I think he's killing it. I think they could have picked a better actor to do this role of Kang, and with different variants. But keep going ahead, Sleepy.
Okay. Thank you. Because I wasn't expecting it to be the exact same. I was hoping it was different because I don't want the same story. And I know I haven't read the original story, but there's no point in everyone knowing exactly how it's going to end. But because I wanted to give him his Jonathan Majors his accolades because being able to play three completely separate feeling characters in the same universe, doing like they all have to be almost exactly alike but completely different at the exact same time. Like it felt good. The fact that he was cunning, dude, fucking was escape from Mobius and Loki by having a little drop door. You know he's run away from people a few times already because this book landed in his hands for him to make all these inventions. So is he? Are they just stuck in an infinite loop because one Kang was smart enough to invent the TVA? So now every time that that man dies, they just have to drop the book in their hands to make it easier. Like it leaves you with a lot more questions than you have answered already, and you already had a crap ton of questions from last week. So then you're left with more questions, and they only have 3 episodes to answer a lot of these questions. It's like the MCU, like Tony says, it doesn't just end storylines no more. It just leaves you wondering so many hundreds of different things, and they never capitalize on it. But overall, the episode was great. Like I won't take from that. Like when you said Miss Minutes going colossal, dude, seeing her in the newspaper, little ghost terrifies town, like, dude, it's hilarious. Like seeing Loki use his powers and he's like, oh, I could fuck everything up right now and you guys will never catch me, but I'm here trying to fix what I broke instead of being the devious Loki ever. Like it's just overall a good episode, and I can't take away from it. So I give it a solid 8.
I think that's a good grade. And I like you said, Sleepy, the episode the series is not breaking any new grounds, you know. I still think like and there's a lot of hints of stuff that we're not really paying attention. Like, okay, so this episode make us let us know that the one that wrote the book or came up with everything in the book was Kang, right?
Yep.
But the one that wrote the book was Obi, right?
Yeah. So
So
what
it,
if Obi's a version of Kang?
you know what? I wasn't thinking about that. Like, I really wasn't thinking about him being a version of Kang per se, but I was thinking like probably he works for Kang.
True, he was probably there when they were creating everything together, but wiped his memories of that part so he wouldn't remember who he was.
So it's a lot of stuff there, you know. And like I said, Tony not being here, you know, it kind of sucks because Tony does give us, you know, insight and we feed from his knowledge of this. So it sucks we don't got him right now. But to be honest, you know, I of my little knowledge, I know I feel like I said, like there's a lot of stuff, you know, that we're probably overlooking. And
Mm.
probably, like I said, Tony being here, he'll guide us through the right path while we were supposed to be looking. Only reason I said is that is Obi could be a villain is because you know he brought it up in the last episode. Tony said it like the theories out there are that Obi could be the villain, and you know it's looking like there's something going on there. It's looking like a lot
Mm.
of these people already have worked together with Kang in some capacity, and that's how they got to that point. But you know, this is just me here, just throwing shit at the wall, see if it sticks. I just feel like th- this is not gonna end the way we expect it to end. It's gonna be a weird ending, and I feel that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna come with weird endings where we're gonna be having more questions than answer, and at the same time, we're just gonna be like, "Oh, what do we do now?" You know,
Yeah.
um, and movies getting delayed because of this um strike, actor strike. It's just, right now I heard that Deadpool is getting delayed from May.
Oh
So
no!
yeah, I heard that. Um,
Oh.
I didn't know. I'm hearing those are rumors that it's get or that it did get delayed. I don't know if those are rumors or if it did get delayed. Um, let me see.
Man, because if Deadpool's delayed, that's gonna hurt my heart because that was supposed to heal my inner child. I needed some Deadpool, like, but I understand it. We stand with the actors. There's no reason why corporations should be so greedy. I don't care what your personal beliefs are. When they make billions on a movie, they should be able to pay people a reasonable wage to actually live and make these things for them. Otherwise, because they would not have a job without their actors and writers. That's all I have to say about that situation.
See, those are the rumors that they're moving it. It still says May 3, 2024. So that'll be nice. But rumor has it that it's getting moved. Um, Besides that, I honestly don't know what to say. We need Tony for this. Hopefully we get Tony's
It's not
um
even his fault. He sends us the Easter egg videos. I watched it, but I can't keep it contained in my head. Like it's too much information. I don't have 30 years of comic book in my head. I wish I could retain it, man. That guy is a genius.
he is. And hopefully we get his side, what he thinks, his review. So that if that happens, people expect it in a couple of days. Um, if Tony give us his point of view and his review of this episode. Um, Besides that, are we good here?
I'm good. Solid
Uh,
8 out of 10. Coasting eight all this whole time. But if it doesn't pay off, I promise you, I'm gonna sleepy map the hell out of this and drop a three.
hey, I agree with you on that sleepy Matt. Besides that, um, if you like what you see here, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Like that, you'll be entering to our PS5 giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. And if Tony's Super Bowl picks are
Oh,
correct,
great.
Sleepy will do the tongue song and the Macarena in a speedo and in a tongue.
He's
Besides
tripping.
that,
Not
deuces
happening.
nerds.